Hello everyone, my name is Julie Dries. I am the children's librarian at the Harrison Township Public Library, and I would like to welcome you to this episode of Reading ABCs today. Reading ABCs is awesome for preschoolers and kindergartners, children who are just learning about their letters, because each episode we feature a different letter of the alphabet and learn a little bit about it. Before we take a look at our letter of the day, we like to do the whole alphabet song. So let me get my letter line here. And I'm going to have all of you guys sing with me. Let's sing our ABCs together. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And that is our ABC song. Did you sing it with me? I hope you did. If you didn't sing it this time, maybe you'll sing it next time. So those are all of our ABCs. Let's take a peek at our special letter of the day. It is on our chart behind me here. Take a good look at it. Is it a letter that you know? Do you recognize this letter? If you know it, go ahead and say it so that I don't ruin it for you if you know it already. Did you say the letter K? That is our letter today. Our letter is K. And we have our song about that. Let's sing. What is our letter today? What is our letter today? K is our letter today. K is our letter today. What is our letter today? What is our letter today? K is our letter today. K is our letter today. And we have all kinds of things we're going to check out on this chart to learn about the letter K. Now the letter K, you can see that we have straight lines to make our letter K. There's nothing curvy about it. There's straight lines. And we have our big K, or our capital K, is right here. And then our lowercase or our smaller k is right here. And they kind of look alike, don't they? Sometimes our uppercase and lowercase letters look a little different from each other, but the K is pretty similar. And for each one, we draw 3 lines. So we're going to do a little bit of finger drawing today. So once you get your fingers ready, we're going to make a capital K, or the big K, first. And if we look at our lines, we're going to start at the top, okay? And we go down. And then we come in, I call these our kickers. It's kind of a little sideways V that goes in and out. So we go down, and we go back up to the top and go in, out. You think you can try that with me? We're going to start up at the top. Ready? You see my finger there? Okay, I'll put it over here so you can see. We go down, and then we go in and out. Try that again. Start up at the top, go down, now come back up and go in and out. Very good. And our lowercase k, or our small k, looks a lot like that. We still start with this top line that goes down, but look at our little kickers, or our little V in here. It's kind of smaller, isn't it? It stays lower here. So that one, we just start at the top. We go 1. Now don't go up as high this time. And go 2, 3. Try it one more time. Start up at the top, go down, and then in and out. And you've made yourself a K. So when you get done today, I usually suggest that you get out some paper and some crayons or markers or paint or chalk or whatever you want to do, and see if you can do some Ks on paper. What sound does a K make? All of our letters make a sound. What does the K say when we hear the letter K? Sounds like this. K. Can you make that sound? K. Yeah, it makes a K sound. And we have a song that goes with that. We say, the K says K, the K says K, Every letter makes a sound. The K says K. The K says K. The K says K. Every letter makes a sound. The K says K. Now, parents and kids, you'll notice I'm not saying K. Okay, we don't want to make that sound unless we really have to. Some letters it's kind of unavoidable, but with the K, we chop that off and we just say K. All right, because that's the actual sound of K. The doesn't really go with it. That's the next sound in a word maybe. Okay, so K. Let's take a peek at some words that start with that K sound. The first one we have here, this is a man. We used to have a lot of these a long, long time ago. They were rulers of countries, and they are called a king. Can you say king? King. Starts with the letter K. It makes the K sound. The next thing we have is something that you might fly on a windy day. This is a kite. Kite. Say that word with me. Kite. Very good. Next, we have an animal. This animal is native to Australia, and they bounce up and down, and the mamas have the babies in their pouches. This animal is a kangaroo. Can you say kangaroo? Kangaroo. Do you hear the K in the beginning? And one more word that we have here is a type of a fruit. It's very sweet and very delicious, and it is called a kiwi. Say kiwi. Kiwi starts with the letter K. Now we have another word up here, and this one we're going to break down the sounds in the word. We're going to see if we can figure it out. This one starts with a K, so our first sound, let me point to it with my pointer. The first sound is K. The second sound is an I that says I. And the last sound is a T that says T. So it's K, it. Can you hear what word that would be if we were to blend all those sounds together? K, it. Kit. The word is kit. I have my friend Lila here. You guys know Lila. Lila, the library ladybug, likes to help us break down words and put them back together again. So if you would like to pause the video, and if you have a special friend that you like to make do sounds with you, I know some of you guys have a special buddy that likes to work along with Lila. Go ahead and get your buddy now. If you are all ready to go, we are going to use our arm to help us break down the sounds in the word kit and then blend them back together. So the way we do this is we make our first sound by tapping on our shoulder and we say K. Can you do that? K. Good. Next, we're going to tap our elbow and make our middle sound, which is I. So K, I. And then what sound do we make on our wrist? We make that third sound. T, K, it. K, it. Do it with me. K, it. And the last time we're going to slide our hand down our arm and say the whole word. Kit. Let's do it all together. Ready? K, it. Kit. You can practice that with any type of a word that has 3 sounds in it. It is very, very useful to help us learn to read words. Once we learn the letters and the sounds that they make, we can put those together to figure out new words that we don't know. So next, we have a little story here, and it's about a kangaroo. Let me move up this way just a little bit here so I can see it. Now in this story, I'm going to read it to you first and then get your eyes ready because we are going to count all the letter K's that we can find in this story. We'll see how many we can find today. So here's our big K, little k. And this kangaroo, her name is Kim. And here it says, Kim does karate kicks at the Kansas Zoo. Keep kicking, Kim. You can see that that's what kangaroos like to kick. They hop and they kick. So now is your time to help me find all of the K's. Let's see if we can count the K's together and see how many K's we can find. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I counted 14 Ks. Did you count the same number as me, or did you count more? Did I miss some today? I got 14. So that was our letter K story. I'm going to put that back here. And now we are going to do a book that has the letter K in its title. The title of the story that we're going to do today is Kittens' First Full Moon by Kevin Hanks. And as you can see, kitten is a K word, and our author's name, Kevin, also starts with a K, and he has a K in his last name also. So lots of Ks. You can kind of look for Ks in our story as I read it today. It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, "There's a little bowl of milk in the sky." And she wanted it. Do you see the moon up here? Can you understand why maybe she thought it was a bowl of milk? It kind of looks like a bowl of milk, doesn't it? So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten. That didn't work out so well, did it? Still, there was that little bowl of milk just waiting. Here it is up there. What shape is that? What shape is this? The moon is shaped, when it's full, it's shaped like a circle. And a bowl of milk is also shaped like a circle. So she pulled herself together and wriggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor Kitten. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. But Kitten never seemed to get closer. What do we always say in this book? We say, "Poor Kitten." You can see all of the things that she did over here to try to get the moon. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. This part repeats in our story too, doesn't it? So, she ran to the tallest tree she could find, and she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. But Kitten still couldn't reach the bowl of milk, and now she was scared. What do we say? Poor Kitten. What could she do? What do you think she should do? She's stuck up in that tree. Do you think she's ever going to reach the moon? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! Look at that. Does that look like a bowl of milk in the pond? Do you know what that is? What do you think she's seeing down there? When the moon's up in the sky, in the still pond, she sees the reflection of the moon, doesn't she? So she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond and leaped with all her might. What do we say? Poor kitten. She was so wet and sad and tired and hungry. Was that really milk? No, she didn't really leap into milk. She leapt into the pond. So she went back home. You can see her drying off there. She's heading back to her house and up the stairs. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch. That's what she's been looking for, isn't it? Just waiting for her. How do you think she feels now? I think you're right. Lucky kitten. And that is the end of our story about Kitten's first full moon. So now we're going to do a finger play about kittens. Since we just did a story about kittens, we are going to turn our hand into kittens. Our fingers are each going to be a kitten. So let's count them. How many kittens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 little kittens. Can you show me your 5 little kittens? Okay, now do what I do with them. We have 5 little kittens standing in a row. They nod their heads to the children just so. They run to the left. They run to the right. They stand up and stretch in the bright sunlight. Along comes a dog who's in for some fun. Meow! See those kittens run. And they are off playing now. Well, that is about the end of our reading ABCs for today. So what was our letter today? What was our letter? Our letter was K, right? And what does K say? What sound does the K make? K, K, right. Let's sing our last song about letter K. What was our letter today? What was our letter today? K was our letter today. K was our letter today. What was our letter today? What was our letter today? K was our letter today. K was our letter today. Thank you so much for joining me for the letter K. Don't forget to check on our YouTube channel. We have lots of other letters on there that you can watch and learn about, and we will have more videos coming out in the future. Take care and bye for now.